off the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch with the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
The Warriors trailing. Curry passes to Pachulia, and he slams it one-handed.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's LeBron. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Up top, Pachulia. Love against Durant. There's the dish to Thompson. Back to Durant. Lets it go with a three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter, Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks, Doris. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Moving against Curry. Dishes to Love. Smith outside. Here's Thompson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Pachulia. And the wide open shot from Green. Good on the triple. Green's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
James kicks to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one. The Warriors leading. Inside, here's Green. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
So, timeout.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post. Rotate over.
To the year in the turnover department, Curry is able to slowly right the ship.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 3. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Smith's got 5 points so far. Golden State's drawn 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up guys putback slams. That's not the kind of play that could build confidence.
Tell you.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot. That's amazing. Now, here is Irvin. He's got 7. Smith with a wide open look. That ball's great assist by Love. Smith's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Feeds it to Thompson. Love against Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson misses. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, Irving drives in. That drops.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high-flying, but just as potent and as effective. Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Now here's James. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Releases. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Left side Durant. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Now, here is Irvin. 10 points for him.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals. Check out the game for Pachulia. He's already got 11 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are. Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Green, the screen.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and no good trying to get that one. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. Always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
The truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Filling out the wings at Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving at the 1. Now here's James. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Love kicks to LeBron. And there's the pass to Frye. That's tipped. Here's Iguodala. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Love. 15 points in the game. Fires from the line. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Shumpert. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Thompson in the post. Guarded by Shumpert. Thompson misses. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Livingston, that's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 16.
Well, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Shumpert against Iguodala. Frye dishes to Irving from 15 feet away. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Livingston. The shot is off. Good D by Irving. And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars and Greg his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The drive by Shumpert. And Durant sends it back. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that one's good. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Irving. He's got 18. Again, Shumpert missing. Passes it to Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Livingston's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now, here is Irving. Fry, that's for 2, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Outside Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Now here's Williams. He feeds it to Love. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
And so here is Golden State following the three-pointer by Kevin Love.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Fry kicks to Williams. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Livingston passes to Green. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 5th assist in this one. The drive by LeBron.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for Durant, and Steph Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Got a piece of it. Pachulia with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 6 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Williams, it's tipped.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Iman Shumpert. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7, and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Smith dishes to Fry. Knocked away. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Smith's got 9. Kicks to Livingston. In the corner, Iguodala with it. He dishes it to Livingston. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And he gets the bucket. 10 points for Steph Curry.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's James following the miss by Draymond Green. The drive by Smith. And it's Smith again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's James. The Warriors making the shot. A good look from Smith. And it's Smith again missing.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
It's Curry with the drive. That's good.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 11 points for Smith.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
And here is Iguodala after LeBron James hitting the three. Off the pick. Flews off the pick and hammers it home.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
He can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
To the left side wing. Lots of room. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, you've earned a rest. Guys, back to you at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Nobody had an answer for Draymond Green in the first. He ended up with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Ernie, they are way too weak defensively in the paint. They're getting walked over down low, giving up a ton of points. Barbecue chicken everywhere, with the sauce, without the sauce. We're having a Thanksgiving feast in here. That's a recipe for disaster. They cannot keep letting guys drive the lane, layups, lobs. Defense is weak, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Good game for Love. He has 20 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Golden State's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight, and Thompson throws it down.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you...
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Green. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
First team foul.
Here's Smith. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Curry with the steal. And Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Smith the pass to Love. Irving the open look. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Durant. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Curry against Irving. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Durant just inside the line. Here's Pachulia. Makes it off the glass. Pachulia's got 7 points for the quarter.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end. And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 15-6 run, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Smith dishes to Irving. Back to Smith. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence. Clark his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
They set the screen, and stolen by Love. Outside Irving. There's the feed to Thompson. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. High post shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Smith's got 7 points for the quarter.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen on Thompson. James kicks to Smith. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the shot is good. 21 points for Kevin Durant.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Thompson, a screen on Curry. In the corner, it's James. And that one comes up a bit short. Golden State's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Hit his foot. And the officials saying it was kicked. Jones checked in for Green. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. Curry with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Curry kicks to Jones. And he jams it with authority.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Curry passes to Pachulia. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Irving against Thompson. From the wing, Irving misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shot's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end. Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And Jones slams it in.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Shumpert dishes to Irving. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. And Cleveland also making a change. Channing Frye's checked in for Kevin Love. They get it back. Thompson with the bucket.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this one. Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Shumpert in the corner. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside, here's Jones. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Smith outside. He kicks to Frye. Good.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Golden State's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Durant drawing the double team. Jones against Thompson. Here's Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Smith and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Cleveland ball.
Goes back up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. 24 points for Kyrie Irving. Golden State's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Durant with a screen on Irving. Curry passes to Durant. The stupendous finish and trap. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Golden State's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
On the wing, Shumpert from deep. Thompson with the rebound.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Durant. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Durant's got 30 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
In the corner, Smith with it. And another miss by Cleveland. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Williams, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Warriors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 5 now.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Curry attacking and stolen by Williams. One-on-one fast break. And the shot is good. And that's now 7 points for Iman Shumpert.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jones. Williams is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Jones. And it's Cowan in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. That's good. And that's 10 points for Iman Shumpert.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Jones with the screen on Williams. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Shumpert with the screen for Williams. Right side, Jones. No good with the triple. Golden State's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
The steal. Here's Smooth. And the layup is good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Williams kicks to Shumpert. There's a screen. The offensive rebound. Cowan comes up empty off the pick.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And that's going to be a treble.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Sean Livingston. That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's rebounded by Golden State. Livingston's got his fourth rebound in this one. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
His second personal, second team. Shooting.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Shumpert dishes to Williams. They set the pick. On the wing, Jones. Floats one. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his fifth assist in this one. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Shumpert, it's tipped. Pass to Smooth. To the left wing. Pass to Livingston. There's the dish to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Smooth passes to Jones. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Good on both.
What a game we've seen here for Jones. He has 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Livingston passes to Looney. Count the bucket.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Williams kicks to Jones. Shot from 12. Shot is good off the back rim and in. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And Jones slams it in.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Williams passes to Cowan, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Outside Williams. There's the pick. Jones drives in. Again, the miss by Jones.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Here's Durant, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
That's his third personal, the team's fourth.
McCrae's checked in for Shumpert.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
On the wing, Williams, from outside the arc, good on the shot.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
13 feet away, connects, the jumper drops. Looney's got 8 points here in this quarter. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. But they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
And the basket by Jones.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Swiped away. Here's the break. Ball going up court. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell
there.
you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Outside Williams. And another three for Cleveland.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's the screen. Left side Jones. The jump hook. No good off the back of the rim.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. That's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's Looney. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. A total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Golden State's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
McRae passes to Williams. And the pass to McRae. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Second team foul.
For the Cavaliers, Fry comes in for James Jones. And Shumpert in there for Dante Jones. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
They set the pick. Here's Williams. It's deflected, but they get it back. And he gets it to go. And so it's Golden State with it. Livingston passes to Smooth. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Passes it to McRae. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Williams, here we go. Shoots. The Warriors pull it in.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
You know, I thought they did a decent job during the first half of limiting turnovers, but since halftime, it's been a different story.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And Fry slams it in.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not. And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Dishes it to Fry. To the wing right side. They set the pick. Outside Williams. And another three for Cleveland.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Jones, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 16 points for D.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Williams kicks to Shumpert. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Pachulia. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Pass to Looney. Jones in the post, working on Fry. Jones, no luck.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside, Shumpert with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break, knocked loose. Iguodala outside. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Kevin, what was so drastically different about this team's defense in the second half?
Well, early in the game, they got some easy threes, 4 or 5 threes. They're a great shooting team, and they're great in the paint, so we just had to make a second effort. I think the only adjustment we made was playing harder, and we just got to continue to keep playing together on both ends.
Well, you certainly locked them up. Thank you, Kevin. Over to you guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Yeah. Yeah. How real is this?